Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Since we're a few minutes late, so we'll go directly to the chanting, and I think we have the Kahoot also today, right? On the topic of Dhruva Maharaj's story. So we'll continue the Dhruva story further. Where did we pause last time? Anyone recalls? What was the key? Yes, Avni, please tell.
From what I remember, we were talking about like Narad Muni was there and like he was like giving some instructions to Dhruv Maharaj.
He's giving instructions to Dhruva Maharaj. Okay, very nice. And we covered some of that to meditate on the beautiful form, to go to Madhuvan and take bath in the holy waters, right? So we covered all that. So let's, without any delay, let's talk about, let's chant one round and then we'll read further. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपादमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, friends. I'm so grateful to see all of you. Thank you all for joining. I see some of you joined last few minutes. I see Lakshmi, Atar, Ovi, Shia. Shia, is that your name or is your mother's name? Not sure if you could rename. Is it Shambhavi? Hmm. And Mai also joined. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of you. How is everyone doing? Happy? Okay. I see some of you memorized the verse. Gunadikan Mudan Lipset. Who's going to recite it? Who knows that verse? It's been few weeks, I guess 3+ weeks, which some of you did. Okay, Pari.
Gunadikan Mudamnit said Anukrasham Gunadamat Maitrim Samanad Anvijin Nate Pera Vibhuyate.
Very nice. Who knows the meaning in your language? You're paraphrased. Who knows the meaning in English? Don't need to know like word to word, but just like high level. What does this verse talk about? Yes, Vinita?
It talks about like if a person meets someone who is more qualified than them, then they should be pleased. If they meet someone less qualified than them, then they should be compassionate. And if they meet someone equally as qualified as them, then they should become friends with that person.
Yes. And by doing so, what will happen? What's the last line? Anyone knows what's going if someone applies these three things in life? Yes, Vedi, what will happen?
They won't be affected by the three miseries of the world.
Yes. Na tape abhibhuyate. They will not be troubled by the tribulations of life. Na means no. Tapa abhibhuyate. They will not be affected. So this is one very important verse which we were focusing on. So now Dhruva's story continues. Okay. So I will give some pauses or stop and raise your hand if you want to complete that line or type, feel free to type in. So Dhruva was very angry, went to search for the absolute in the forest. He meets his guru, Narad Muni, right? Narad Muni tells him first, in the first meeting, give some 2 or 3 things Narad Muni tells him in the first time. We discussed that in the last class. Anyone? Yes, Dhruv?
He said that he was like testing him, like he was saying like, why have you come here? You should go back home. And he was testing him if he was going to come to.
Okay. Yeah. He tested him and say, oh, go back, you should become equipoise, right? Why are you taking this offense so seriously? Learn to tolerate, learn to be equipoised. And also he said, this path is hard, right? And you may not be successful. That's the test. to see his determination. Dhruva means determination. Dhruva exemplifies determination. Dhruva exemplifies that we should never leave our goal, like Chataka bird. You know why Chataka bird is mentioned so many times in the scriptures? Anyone knows the special quality? Have you heard about Chataka bird? The Chataka bird is known that they want the first drop of the rain, like that fresh water. They will not take any other water. They'll take that special water, right? So it needs hard work, it needs determination. Then Dhruva says, well, your advice is great, but I cannot follow it. So we talked about an honesty, we talked about determination in the goal. He was honest and he acknowledged and accepted his situation. Then finally, Narad Muni was very happy and he says, okay, my dear child, you go to, okay, who's going to add a sentence here? Go here and do what? Who knows? Go where and do what? Go to what? New York and go to Times Square? Yes. Who knows? Raise your hand. We have covered this. Times Square, Paris. Go where? Yes, Pari?
Wasn't it like the banks of the Yamuna River and then like do like meditation?
Banks of Yamuna River and do meditation. That's absolutely correct. Which forest? There are 12 forests. Yes. Vedi?
He tells him to go to Madhuvan.
Go to Madhuvan. Absolutely. Right? And then do the practice of Bhakti Yoga, basically. Right? And we talked about the Ashtanga Yoga also. Right? And we talked about the different limbs of yoga, yam, niyam, do's, don'ts, rules, regulations. I'll give you a small task, okay? All of you, how many of you know how to use AI a little bit? Use ChatGPT or something. All of you use it, right? Okay. Everyone, you're so high tech. So now you've figured out 5 asanas which are good for youth. Okay? Can you all figure it out easily? You can find pictures also of those asanas and make a PDF. You can all know how to make a PDF also, right? It's not hard. ChatGPT will tell you or probably even do it for you, right? But more important than gaining knowledge is applying knowledge. So every day, I'm not saying much. Now you figure out the 5 asanas which are practical, doable, and helpful to us for our body or mind or health, especially for teenagers like all of you, most of you. And now I'm not asking much. I'm asking every day do each one for 2 minutes. So how many minutes will it take to do those 5 asanas? If you do each for 2 minutes, how many it will take? 10 minutes. What do you think? It's hard or easy? You do 10 minutes, those 5 asanas, which you are going to figure out for yourself. I'm not saying do this pose or that pose. You do the research. You do the scientific research, Ayurveda research, yoga research. Figure out 5 things, 5 asanas which are good for you. Make a PDF and do it every day for 2 minutes. Okay? Is that fair? Easy or hard? Give a thumbs up if you think it's easy. Give another reaction if you think it's hard. What is hard? Either collecting information or doing? Some of you said it's hard. Like Ishan, Kabir, what's the hard part here?
I mean, Prabhuji, I'm probably just gonna forget to do it. So
Yeah, that's how this is. I understand. At least aspire to do it. At least, you do it wherever you want to do it, like morning, evening, that's up to you. And help each other. Like you can ask your dad to remind you or mom to remind you. or you can set an alarm. There are a lot of ways to help us to remind, right, ourselves. And it's all about practice. If we like, how many of us forget to brush? Anyone forgets? The, raise your hand if you forget to brush. I mean, or like we don't forget, right? If we don't forget to bathe, right? Because it's a habit every day. We do. And when we do it consistently over and over, then we'll not forget. Yes, sometimes you're sick, you're not well, you want to take a break, that's fine. But at least do like 5 times a week. 10 minutes only. Okay? Please try. It will help you. If you do exercise, that you do the asana, whose body will be better? Yours or mine? If Kabir does, will Kabir's doing asana help Bionto? What do you say? No, right? Very straightforward. So we have to fly our own plane. So please do it. It's my humble request. I can only request. Anyway, so let's move further. So he gave a lot of good advice. Ashtanga Yoga, we covered that. And he said, okay, go. And then in any, I think covered that also. So then he described about the form of the Lord very, very nicely. That the Lord's face is very, very beautiful. Lord's eyes, Lord's eyebrows, his nose, his lips, etc. The entire body of the Lord is very, very beautiful. Any of you know a verse which talks about the beauty of the Lord? At least you should know one verse which should talk about the beauty of the Lord. Who can think of one verse, or even in English? Can you think of? Which describes Lord's forms, or beauty, or eyes, or limbs. Yes, Avni? Yes. You know, all of you know that. I know that you know.
So I have like a couple of verses that come to mind. One of them, I can't remember what the shloka is, but I know in the translation it talks about how like every beautiful thing you see in this world is just like one spark of like the splendor of the Lord. I know there's one, I can't remember the actual verse. And then another verse I'm thinking of is Nama Pankajanabhaya, that verse also, which like compares the Lord to like a lotus.
Beautiful. So Avni gave two verses. I think this first one is more about the like linking the other things. When we talked about this class, seeing Krishna everywhere, right? When we see anything great, yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam srimad urjitam eva tat tat eva avagachatvam, right? Mama amsha sambhavam, they're all my part, amsha. So Kunti Maharani gives a beautiful verse which Avani gave. So if you want to learn one verse, that's an easy one and a quite famous one also. Okay, so this will be your verse to remember. Many of you already know it. So for those who know it, the challenge will be to remember one verse from this chapter, which talks about the beauty of the Lord. So what does that mean? So there is one verse, Kunti Maharani's prayer, Nama Pankajanabhaya, comparing to the beautiful form of the Lord. And there's another verse like the six opulences, Aishvaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashashriya. But that's also a little bit more generic. These talk about more specific. Like for example, if I say, Mr. Gopal is beautiful, right? What do you think? It talks about his beauty, right? But it's still very generic. But if I say, oh, Mr. Gopal's eyes are like pearls. Oh, his hands are like, or his face is like the full moon, right? That's more specific. So then now here, if we see, there are so many beautiful verses. So I'll just Shrivatsam Ghanashyamam Purusha Vanamalinam Shankachakra Gada Padme Abhivyakta Chaturbhujam. Translation, anyone would like to read? Yes, Ishan.
The Lord is further described as having the mark of Shrivatsa, or the sitting place of the goddess of fortune, and his bodily hue is deepish blue. The Lord is a person. He wears a garland of flowers, and he is eternally manifest with 4 hands, which hold, beginning from the lower left hand, a conch shell, wheel, club, and lotus flower. Hare Krishna.
Beautiful. How many of you like this verse? How many of you want to befriend this verse? When you say, I said befriend, you want to develop a relationship with the verse. This Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu says. When you feel attracted to something, this is Krishna, Bhagavatam, you want to befriend, you want to memorize. So I have not memorized this verse, but I will memorize this verse because I really like it. It's so beautiful and the words are also easy. Shrivatsam Kamghana Shyamam Purusham Vanamalinam Mala, right? Vanamala, forest flowers. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. This line all of you know. Lord carries Shankha, Conch, Chakra is the chakra is what? Who knows what's chakra? Sudarshan Chakra, the wheel, the chariot, or right? Gada, the mace, and the Padma, the lotus. Kiritanam, Kiritanam Kundalinam Keyura Valayanam Vitam Kaustuba Bharana Grivam Pita Kusheya Vasasam. Who would like to read? Translation? Yes, Navya?
The entire body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, is decorated. He wears a valuable jeweled helmet, necklaces, and bracelets. His neck is adorned with the Kaustuba jewel, and he is dressed in yellow silk garments.
Very nice. Vasudeva. Talks about the beauty of Vasudeva. Jaladhara Shashivarano Gopavesho Kishoro. Isn't that verse talks about the beauty of the Lord, the form of the Lord, his dress? Sahachara Gana Vrindai Kridamano Vrajesho Natavarjita Vesho Nila Pitambaradyo. That's also very, very beautiful verse. Okay, so I think that it's quite clear. So I will personally do 47, but I can give, you can pick what you like, right? Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunoshte Kshandharanam Pranatash Shreyam Nirmanam Sharanyam Karunarnavam. All this about all these verses talk about what? The beautiful form of the Lord, right? So if you want my suggestion, you can do the easy one, 47. I'll take that, right? And everyone please try text 47. Okay, there are all these verses talk about the beauty of the Lord, his nails, right? His lotus feet, his smile, right? And what else? So one who meditates in this way, concentrating his mind upon the always auspicious form of the Lord, is very soon freed from the material contamination, and he does not come down from meditation upon the Lord. So this could be a nice meditation when you go and see the deities. How many of you have seen deities in some ISKCON temple or temples, or even at your home you have pictures, right? Everyone should have at least some picture. Even in your own room, next to your bed, next to your, study table, what you can have a picture of one and just see Krishna. Just by concentrating in the mind upon Krishna, what will happen? What will happen? What did we just read? Who knows? Just by seeing Krishna, the form of the Lord, the beauty of the Lord, his eyes, his legs, his feet, his hands, what will happen? Yes, Vedi?
If you meditate upon that form, then you won't ever lose that meditation, and you'll always be able to remember him.
Yes, so he will not lose, because if we're seeing that every day, trying to focus, yes, it's another important point. That's one of the important points, that Krishna will always stay in our heart. We'll remember him, right? The more we see something, the more we'll remember it, is it not? If you hear a movie song every day, how won't it go in our subconscious mind? And then you'll speak it, or you'll recite it, you'll sing it even in your subconscious mind. Similarly, if we see Krishna's form every day, won't it go in our subconscious mind? It will definitely. And just by seeing that, so kind of very similar, will be soon free from material contamination. So kind of similar to na tapir abhibhuyate, right? Is everyone following? Will be free from material contamination and always remember Krishna. Evam bhagavato rupam subhadram dhyayato manah nivritta prapya turnam sampannam na nivartate. Okay, so to basically to be free from material contamination, what's the solution? To remember Krishna, to see Krishna. So all this Narada Muni told Dhruva, explaining the form of the Lord from basically from 45 to 53. Is it not? Are those the verses? 45, yeah, I think we were 49. Beautiful form. So memorize 1, 47 is what I'm suggesting. Now he says, finally, you chant this mantra. Which mantra? Japata paramo ghuyaha. He gave a mantra. Okay, who will read this? Yes, who has not read? Atar, yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is the 12th syllable mantra for worshipping Lord Krishna. One should install the physical forms of the Lord, and with chanting of the mantra, one should offer flowers and fruits and other varieties of foodstuffs exactly according to the rules and regulations prescribed by authorities. But this should be done in consideration of place, time, and attendant conveniences and inconveniences. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. So Narad Muni told him to chant one mantra. Every yoga is different mantra, right? What mantra he gave him? Who knows? Raise the hand. We just read. All of you know. Ishan, you tell.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Kabir, you tell.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Oops, sorry for
It's okay. We're all learning. That's fine.
didn't register, I guess.
It's okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, what is the mantra for us? The Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, given by the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Okay? I mean, there is nothing wrong in chanting the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra, right? But the mantra for this day and age is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which will give us more impact and more benefit. Okay? Because someone may ask, hey, Narad Muni told Dhruva this. Yes, that's fine. Different time, place, circumstances, right? There's nothing wrong. We're not against chanting that. One can chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, so many Om Namo Rishikeshaya or Om Namo Govindaya. But the best and the sublime process is this. So who will explain this? This should be done in consideration of place. So what is this here, first of all? What is this? Yes, buddy.
Like chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Okay, that's well taken. So the mantra. Okay. What else? Vedi?
The installations of the deities and offering and making prasadam.
Yes, making different, offering fruits, flowers, etc. What's a very, very famous verse which talks about we should offer fruits, flowers, etc. 926, Beyonto, it's Beyonto's favorite verse. I think the first verse you remembered was this. So everyone, if you want to take one verse, I know that like different students join at different times. One verse, 926, key verse for today. Then the Kunti Maharani's prayers, Nama Pankaj. So we will go in that order. Then text 47. Okay, are you following the order? So they will share all the three verses, but don't pick the one you already know. Pick the one you don't know. Okay, in that order. Okay, and in this chapter we also did the Nata Pera Vibhuyate Guna. I think the text was 8. Yes, Vedant?
I have to leave now because I have another thing to go to.
Okay, no worries. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Take
Thank you.
care. Hare Krishna. So 926. Who will recite it? Everyone knows that. I know all of you know that. Okay, Mishti or Ethereal.
Hare Krishna. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhakta Priyashati Tadbhaktir Bharatam Ashnami Pretatmanaha.
Tad aham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Beautiful. So now he is in the forest and he's a 5-year-old boy. Can you expect him to be making like gulab jamuns there? What about brownie? Pizza? You think he has resources to do all that? Navya likes to make those. How many of you like to cook? Raise your hand. Anything like, how many of you know cooking a little bit, even if it's simple? Okay. Everyone type in what do you like to cook? I want to read and hear if one or two of you can speak also. Kabir, have you cooked something? Tell me what do you like to cook? And try to be more specific, like desserts, like what desserts? There are like 10 million types of desserts. Okay, Kabir, you tell, speak up.
I
Okay.
usually like to make my dinner.
Like make the full dinner, like what specific I'm talking, like you like rice, or like what do you like to make, or you like to make
Or
like
like
some,
my rice
you cook the rice,
or or sometimes chapati.
like you
But
can
my
you can
mom
knead,
does help.
like you do the baking part, or you do like the kneading or rolling, or what portion of chapati you do?
I don't really do the chapati much. I usually do the rice sometimes.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And then I
Okay.
also like to do an egg bhuji that I like.
Egg bhuji. Well, this is not the place to talk about that. We need to have a whole class. I think you joined a little bit late. Uh, and that's why I would suggest you read 9.26, that that how certain foodstuffs like meat, fish, eggs are very unhealthy for the body and they are not to be offered to Krishna, right? So so please, I would encourage you. It's okay, we all had certain past, So we're not judging here, but I would encourage you as your well-wisher and as your friend that and even we had a whole class about this, that how meat eating and eggs and fish and all that is not very healthy, and it's against the dharma. What are we breaking if someone is eating basically our other animals, right? Because the eggs have, chicken, they have life, right? So if we are consuming that, we are torturing those innocent creatures for our tongue. Hmm? So as your friend and well-wisher, I would encourage you to rethink about it, read more about it from the scriptures, and it's against the compassion. We have to have compassion for other living beings. And why should I cause harm to others to feed my body? And provided there are hundreds and millions of options, we live in an age where you can make 10 million, 10,000 types of different preparations. So it's not that we have to consume those things. We're not in that age. Okay. Okay. So yeah, many of you said brownie. Some of you pizzas you bake. Wow, that's amazing. Cookies, cakes, smoothies. Wow, banana bread, sandwich. Amazing. This is all amazing. Krishna loves. But unfortunately, Dhruva could not make all that. Maybe he didn't have you with him. So it'll be nice if you could have helped him. But so that's what Narad Muni meant. That we may be sometimes in a situation that we may not be able to do certain things we want, right? For example, if you're traveling on a road, you may not have the whole DTs, you may not have elaborate arrangements, right, to offer. So at that time, we have to do the needful and do whatever time, place, circumstances. Sometimes you may be uh, in a place traveling or someone else's house or in a hotel. So we have to follow the devotional principles basically in keeping time, place, and circumstances in mind, conveniences and inconveniences. Okay. So basically, uh, based on situations, how one should offer worship. So make the deity form as per situation, right? Now, who is going to read this? Ethereal, you want to read? Or Mishti? Yeah.
One should worship the Lord by offering pure water, pure flower garlands, fruits, flowers, and vegetables which are available in the forest, or by collecting newly grown grasses, small buds of flowers, or even the skins of trees, and if possible, by offering tulsi leaves, which are very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Beautiful. So we talked about fruits and flowers in the last one. So here also it's repeated. Water, fruits, flowers, vegetables, flower garlands. And that's also in the verse you're going to memorize, right? Vanamala, right? The forest flower garlands, which are available in the forest. Krishna is called Vanamali. One of the names of Krishna is Vanamali, one who wears forest flower garlands. How many of you made a garland from flowers or leaves? At some point you have made? Very nice. So that's what Narad Muni told. So it's a very bona fide process. Then, if possible, worship the form with physical elements: earth, water, pulp, wood, metal. Okay, who's going to complete this? Navya, yes.
In the forest, one can make a form with no more than earth and water, and worship him according to the above principles. A devotee who has full control over himself should be very sober and peaceful, and must be satisfied simply with eating whatever fruits and vegetables are available in the forest.
Very nice. You know, there are 8 materials for DT. How many of you know or can think of for making DT or the form of the Lord? What are the different materials used? Can you think of? Can you try to respond? Yes, Vidi, you can unmute and speak.
Marble?
Marble, you said?
Yeah.
Um, that is
Oh, sorry, go on.
that is earth.
Earth? Okay.
Or marble. I need to double check. So mud is one. How many of you seen wood deities? Yes, Jagannath, right? Some of you have metal deities. Gems, yes, gems is one called Ratna. Stone, or I think marble, yes. You can say stone or special types of stones. What else? Bionto, are you Googling?
No, not this time.
Okay. Bionto is my like chat GPT expert, huh? So mud, sand, yeah, this will go in this. So who is Shia, by the way? I don't know your name. Like, is that Shambhavi?
Prabhuji, she's one of our friends from Chicago.
Oh, I see. Thank you for joining. Is it your first time, Shia?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. So grateful to have you.
Thank you.
After this, we'll learn more about you and welcome you properly. Sorry if I was, okay, so mud, wood, metal, gems. What else? Ink. Yes, some of you like paper, ink, and all that. How many of you have used like drawing, paintings? All that will come in this category. What else? This one is very rare, and mind, right? Let me double check. I think I'm missing one. 8. No, I need to. Okay, so stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, mind, jewels. How many of you have sometimes made a deity in the mind? Have you ever like making deity in the mind is basically you may be anywhere, any city, any room, any part of the world. And you may not have access to go to Vrindavan, but let's say you liked certain deity. You like, let's say, give me an example. Which is your favorite deity, like Gaur Nitai, rather Sham Sundar in Vrindavan, or rather Sham Sundar in Lachua, or you like Narshingde, or you like the Srinath deity in Dallas, something, right? So then you can just think of that in your mind. Oh, wow. Last time I went to the Farmington Temple, Sri Radha Gopijan Vallabh, they were wearing such a beautiful yellow costume. Oh, wow, the beautiful flute. It is said you are where your mind is, right? So in the mind, you're just meditating, thinking, oh, their lotus eyes. Wow, so amazing, mesmerizing. So you will feel you are there. And this is called meditation also. Meditating on Krishna Rupa. Krishna's. When we are chanting, we are meditating on Krishna Nama, right? We're hearing, absorbing ourselves. So we can also meditate on Krishna's form or Rupa. So these are the 8. Which one we missed here? Stone, wood, metal, earth, paint. So I think paint will come here. Ink. What's missing? So I think the earth and the sand are different. Okay. So let's put it this way. Okay. Okay. So we covered all gems or jewels are here. Ratna. Have you seen some deities in the sand? Like sometimes some devotees send this picture. So these are basically 8 forms, okay, which are used. Have you seen the Ramlala deity in Ayodhya? What of these? Which of these 8 is that? How many of you seen like Ayodhya deity? You've seen at least the picture, right? What is it made up of? Anyone? Yes, Vedi?
It's stone.
Yes, it's stone. Yeah, black stone, special stone. All the shaligrams are stones, right? Special stones. How about the Jagannath, very famous. That's wood, right? The Lord's chariot, the Lord's deity, they're all made up of wood, special wood. And in ISKCON, most deities are either stone or marble or metal, the small deities, and some wood also. You can also make from earth. So Dhruva Maharaj, the boy, the child Dhruva, made the deity from from. Hmm. Let's see. We'll see further because he was given this option. You can make a form no more than earth because you don't have all the materials. You just have earth and water, basically some sand, right? Uh, Let's see what happens. So, besides worshipping, chant the mantra 3 times a day. You should meditate upon the transcendental service and his incarnations, Krishna's name, form, qualities. And finally, what happens? One should follow in the footsteps of the previous devotees, worship the Supreme Lord with the prescribed paraphernalia, and one should worship within the heart by reciting the mantra, who is non-different from the mantra. The Supreme Lord is non-different from the mantra. Okay, so that's what was told to Dhruva by Narad Muni. Now let's read further. Okay, who's going to read this? Who's not read? Everyone? Who's not read? Yes, raise your hand if you have not read even once. Yes. Nimai. And then Vinita. And then Mishti.
Anyone who thus engages in the devotional service of the Lord seriously and sincerely with his mind, words, and body, and who is fixed in the activities of the prescribed devotional methods, is blessed by the Lord according to his desire. If a devotee desires material religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, or liberation from the material world, he is awarded these results.
Wow. Isn't that amazing verse? What is being told in this verse? Who will tell? The 2 verses combined, 59 and 60. Yes. What did we just read? You have to paraphrase it. All of you read it, right? Or heard, at least? Who knows what we read? Only one person knows? Please tell. You all just read it, right? Bhul gaye sab? Is kaan se us kaan, right? From one ear to the other ear. Nimai, you read. At least you know what you read? Okay, Vinita will help. Okay, everyone please pay attention. Try to.
The verse is basically saying that, like, anyone who worships the Supreme Lord will get whatever he desires.
Yes, very nice. So now how can we worship? Now we're going to more specific. What does the verse say? If anyone worships, 2 S are used. What are the 2 S's used? How should we worship the Lord? 2 words were used here. The 2 S. It begins with S. 2 words were used. Think about it. Seriously and sincerely. The 2 S. Devotees sometimes often give the example of the 3 S's: strict, sincere, and serious. The two S's come from here. And how can we serve the Lord? By three things. How can we do service to the Lord? By three things. BMW. By driving BMW, right? Right, Vedi? You drive one. Just kidding. What's the full acronym BMW? Here, yes, Mishti?
Body, mind, and words.
Yes. So that's what we read here. With his mind, with his words and body. So body, mind, and words, strict, sincere, and serious, following the do's and don'ts. What will happen? They will get whatever they want. Either material things or spiritual things or sense gratification, whatever they want, they will get. So good idea, right? How many of you need something in life? Raise your hand if you have some aspiration, some desire, whether material or spiritual. Raise your hand if you have some aspiration, some desire, something you want. Okay. Now we know the answer, what to do. Right? What's the solution? Go ask Krishna. Simple. Do you want to share? Like when you raised your hand, you had something in mind. I know that you want this. You want to share that thing. If it's not so confidential, if you feel comfortable, you can do a DM, PM also if that helps. So I want to know, what is your aspiration? I'm not asking what should be your aspiration or what you should be asking. I'm asking what you have in your heart you want to ask Lord. Please share. Success, someone said success, material, spiritual, that pretty much covers everything, right? Okay, best of both the worlds. Right. Okay, that was more specific. Good score in the exam, yes. That's more specific. Let's be more specific, right? Someone said traveling. Okay, what's your favorite traveling destination or spot you're looking for? Like Switzerland, or where you want to go?
Just like anywhere, I guess, like just traveling to different places in the world.
Wow,
Anywhere.
interesting. You'll be a traveling preacher. Very nice. Pass the Keystone exam. Okay, Purdy, all the best for that. Money? Oh, wow. Look at the businessman Kabir here. How much money you want, Kabir? 1,000, 100,000, or 100 million?
Well, for right now, I could just do 50 because I have $0.
Oh, that you are like Dhruva. He also wanted something similar. But he said, I don't want $50. I want $5 billion. Okay, AI, robots, nice. Soccer, you want like soccer what? Like ball? Or like you want soccer means what? I didn't get it. You want like to be a champion in soccer? Is that like to get better at soccer? Less struggles in my endeavors. Oh, so basically you want freedom from all the challenges, difficulties. One great person said, Krishna, don't give me smaller problems, give me larger shoulders, right? We should pray for, because challenges will be there. But yeah, we can ask Krishna. Krishna, please help me to meet a basketball player. Oh, nice. What's your favorite one? Material? You're looking to meet? Huh?
Jason.
Your mom is like, what? What did you say? What are you talking about, property?
No, she thought she was asking us to do something else.
Okay.
But
Interesting. Okay, Shia, why don't you tell what are you looking to ask God? It's very interesting. Did everyone respond? Please respond. I'm not judging you, or I'm not saying why are you asking that or this. Did everyone respond? Did you respond? Shloka, Shia. Okay, so Athar said to get better at soccer and be a pro and get a GoPro too. Okay, cool. Shia, so we're very glad that you have joined. By the way, we will. So this is the verse, my dear friends. It's very, very clear. If devotee, if anyone desires anything, basically, if anyone desires anything, he's awarded these results. So if you want something, ask Krishna. How to ask Krishna? Engaging in devotional service. How? Sincerely and seriously. How? With body, using body, mind, and words. Fix in the activities of devotion. Okay? The Lord is called Varadraj. He is the one who creates everything. He is the one who is the supreme controller, supreme master. Can he give? You think if someone wants to become a soccer star, the Lord can give him the special ability and he can become. You think? Yes or no? Yes, you agree? You think, okay, Kabir is asking for $50. You think if Krishna wants, he can give him $5 million. You think yes or no? You think someone is asking for what else? Excellent grades. You think Krishna wants, they can get like 100 percentile. Doable? Yes? Yes, it's certainly possible. So these are all things you can ask. And depends on efforts also, yes. So that's what the strict and sincere also applicable. If we are not strict and sincere, is it, I am sleeping, Krishna, you give me all this. We will see how Dhruva will show his hard work also. The D is for determination, H is for hard work, right? Dhruv, Dhruva. He did a lot of hard work, strict and sincere. He didn't become, Krishna didn't just fulfill his desire. Oh, Krishna, give me the kingdom like greater than the Brahma. And okay, tomorrow, here it is. No, you have to prove it. How? How do we prove it from this verse? How do we prove it? By strict and sincere devotional service, using our body, mind, and words. Okay, Shia, you want to share something about yourself so we all can know you better? Oh, Hare Krishna, good to see you.
Hi,
Hi, yes.
Jaya. I'm from Chicago, so I just started. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Very nice. And you're in which grade? Like school,
Uh,
college?
I'm in 8th grade. I go to Aptekissick Junior High School.
Oh, wow. How many of you are in 8th or 9th grade? Like 7, 8, 9. Raise your hand if you're in 7, 8, 9. Like, okay. So Shreya, you see, you have like 3, 4 who are kind of similar age group. Very nice. So Shreya, tell something about you. Like, what's your favorite food or favorite hobby? Something.
My favorite food, I love noodles and I love to play piano.
Wow. How many of you like noodles? Wow, we have a lot in common here. How many of you like piano or harmonium or something of that sort? Oh, wow. Ashia, you have a lot in common here. I'm also trying to play a little bit of harmonium. I forget to practice. Very good. Is everyone happy? So let's show our emojis to welcome Shia. Everyone is very, very happy that you are here. And please join every week. We meet on Sundays and have a nice, fun time and learn something from Bhagavatam and do something with our body, mind, and words, right? Devotional service. So using our mind, japa, read, absorb, memorize verses, help each other, make it fun, make it nice, interactive, engaging. Thank you. So I know it's a little bit time, but we want to have Kahoot today. So while Vinita is setting up for the Kahoot, any questions? Is everyone clear? The plan? Any questions anyone has? So there are 3-4 verses which we have covered: 926, Kunti Maharani's prayers, and text 8, text 47. So go in that order, please, okay? And at least do one a week, okay? And Vedi, Vinita, is that updated, the document? Is that verse list? Okay, can you please update and post on the group? And I'm also looking for your video. You said you'll send it, but I didn't receive it yet. Please send it when you get chance. Okay, Dhruv, you had a comment or a question?
What is the Kahoot about?
Kahoot. Okay, so Kahoot is about, yeah, okay. Vinita, I think perfect segue for you. Thank you.
So I have a Kahoot over the first part of the Dhruv Maharaj story, and then I have one over the second part. Which one would you guys like to do? The first part, second part, seeing 2 answers. It would be great if you guys could give me some feedback. Second part. And then some of you just have no preference at all. Is that it? Okay, so I'm seeing more votes for the second part. We will do that. Let me share my screen. Okay, any preference on what mode we play today? Okay.
What are the other modes?
Let's see. Can you see them? I can't. I think we've done most of these before. Or do you guys just want to do classic?
I think like some people are saying submarine.
Oh, sorry, I can't see the chat, you guys.
That's fine.
Okay. I think more people want to do classic. I saw more head nods for that. Sorry. We can do something fun next time. In the interest of time, we'll just do classic. Okay. Can you hear the music? Okay. Okay, is this about everyone? Is there anyone who hasn't joined? Oh, someone just left. Okay. Okay, that looks like everyone. Is there anyone who hasn't joined yet?
Me, I need to join. One second.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
Okay.
Vinita, can you remove my thing? Something went wrong in this.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, if everyone's ready, share. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, last call. Anyone else about to take flight? All right. Okay. Perfect. Part 2. Okay, Suniti gave all of the following pieces of advice to Dhruv except, so which one did she not give? Should be pretty easy. Hopefully you guys get this. Is not everyone. Yeah, so she gave both don't wish ill fortune for other and don't blame the instruments of your grandma. Those are the pieces of advice she did give. This she did not say to Dhruv, so. Oh, very nice. Okay, number 2. What was the difference between Suniti's advice and Suruchi's advice? I don't know. This one, I hope you guys get it. There are 14 people, right? I can just skip. Okay, so yeah, the intent, like, what I meant by this question, they both told Dhruv to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but like their intent was different. Suruchi was saying it like you have to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead to like sit on the king's lap and so that you can be born in my womb. And then Suniti was saying it so because she wanted Dhruv to worship Krishna just out of love for worshiping Krishna. I can see how you might think it's like sincerity or like logic, but like they both sincerely meant for Dhruv to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, and then logic. I'm sorry, like if it's, I meant to say the intent, but I can see how this one was a bit confusing. Okay. Next, number 3. By attaining Krishna, you can fill in the blank. This one, I should get it. I hope you do. Okay. Yeah, I mean, technically you can attain all of these, but the one that you really want is green. So I'm glad you guys got it. Okay. Number 4, what did Narad Muni say to Dhruv? Like in the beginning, what was the first thing he said to Dhruv? What was he saying? Logic. He was spitting. Okay. Yeah. This is blue and red are both right. So it's technically yellow. But if you chose either one of them, technically you're not. As long as you didn't choose green. Okay. Number 5. So in the beginning, Narad Muni was just testing Dhruv, true or false. Did some people drop? There were 14 answers, now there's only 12.
I got disconnected, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Are you able to rejoin? The pin is...
No, it wasn't letting me rejoin.
It's okay then. Yeah, so this is true. Narad Muni was testing Dhruv in the beginning. Okay, very nice. Number 6. Did Dhruv accept this logic? Yeah, it's a yes or no question. Did he say, okay, Narad Muni, like I'll go home, or was he like, oh, like I can't do this. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so he didn't. He was like, I'm so sorry. I know you're a great personality, but I have to do this. I think that was the next question. What happened next after he rejected the so what did Narad Muni do basically after Dhruv said he wouldn't listen to that? Yeah. Narad Muni advised Dhruv on what to actually do. they didn't do this. That they weren't really debating. I don't think so. Okay. Number 8. What did Narad Muni advise Dhruv to do? What did he say? No. I mean, I guess you could say, I don't know. When I made this question, I was thinking like he was telling him to go live in the forest, not like, like sit on an anthill for like 1,000 years. So this is I think also if you read the scriptures, you can, like if you go and read the chapter, you can see this is what he said to Dhruv. He did not tell Dhruv to figure it out himself. No. Okay, number 9. Which forest of Raja did Narad Muni tell Dhruv to go to? We said this a lot of times, so hopefully you're paying attention. Did someone else get dropped or skip?
Yeah, I just got dropped out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Madhuvana. I don't think we talked about any. I wasn't here last class, but I don't think we talked about any of these others. Maybe you memorized the 12 forests of Raja like you were supposed to, but this green is the one that's correct. So okay. 10, last one. What is another name for the Yamuna River? Hopefully you guys get this. This is where specifically where Narad Muni told Dhruv to go. So this is Galindi is another name for the Yamuna River. All of these other 3 are like the Ganga River and then her other names. Let's go next on podium. Let's look at the podium. Okay, Shlok, good job. We're 3. Dhruv, number 2. Okay. Okay, baby, yes. Good job, guys. And then Mishti and Navya at 4 and 5. Good job.
Balloons for all of you. Awesome. Thank you, Vinita, for making this very thoughtful and nice questions. How many of you liked it? Give some emoji for the quiz. It's not easy to, do it. Many devotees help in the background to upload the video, to make quiz, to, post the homework and stuff. It's a teamwork. Okay, so if you want to get better scores, you can read the verses too. Okay, so I know it's 8:40, so it's late. So you have a good night and a wonderful week. And we'll connect again. So we learned all the things Narad Muni said to Dhruva. Did Dhruva do it? Or did he say, well, it's too much. I'm going back to my father. I can't do all that. We'll see that in the next class. Okay, until then, Hare Krishna, take care, stay happy and healthy. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.